Hello, Lego fans. It's Bricks on a Budget coming to you with another video. I figured I would do a comparisons for each of the ATATs that last come out. So I got three different ATATs. Each one came out during a different time frame. So the one on the far left was the last standard ATAT that came out several years ago. This one right here was the Fringe World ATAT that was found and rebuilt by a bunch of, I guess, thugs, if you will. And that was featured in the Mandalorian TV show. And this particular set right here was the only way, as far as I know, that you could get the minifigure for Cara Dune, which still to this day is probably one of my favorite minifigures for Star Wars, period. And then, of course, there's this, which I just recently got. This is the Hoth ATAT. In the this was the came in a 2-in-1 set I just recently purchased for $45. It also came with a battle pack for the Imperial Hoth battle pack as well, which was nice. So for $45, you got this set, three minifigures plus a Imperial Probe Droid plus um, you got the Hoth Battle Pack, which came with three Hoth Troopers plus a Scout Trooper. So, but we're not talking about minifigures and stuff really. We just want to compare these different. So first off, each one of these all have the same play feature on the back end, where they have the um, each one of them can turn their heads back and forth. So, and then like these two right here are very similar in build. You'll see it's got the oddball like vent um, plates on the back end, and then they both have these big Technic bars on the back end, and then they both have these to use for the hatch. Um, Very similar build. Now, the difference between them two, of course, is this one, the Mandalorian version for the thugs, have some different colors and stuff, and it's got some different stickers to show that they rebuilt, and also uses a lot more dark gray, probably to show off that this is an older abandoned AT-AT. It's got some similar gun usage of these, just like this one has. But yet, if you come over to this one from years before, you're going to see that they use the lightsaber hilts for these two guns on the front. It also does have like these little flaps that can flap up or down, which is kind of nice. Each one does have this same little hatch, and it's got some of these bars you'll see here, and each one also has the same grill pattern up on top. Each one does let you open that up entirely. Oh look, there's a AT-AT pilot in there. Wow. Um, it also does support the grenade launcher, which are very similar on both of these. However, the Hoth version changed the way it looks. You'll notice that it's got the markings for the flaps, but this one did not. This is the Mandalorian version that was abandoned. The flaps must have fallen off. Lots of sticker use. And you'll also note another noticeable change. You'll see this one's got stickers for the feet, stickers for the feet. Very kind of meh, as far as that goes. But yet the Hoth version of the AT-AT used absolutely no stickers at all throughout the entire build, and they did some extra build for the feet and the greebling and stuff on the feet to really make it kind of stick out, where these ones use stickers to kind of. So it also even went so far as to use some greebling along here too. Not that you could really see it all that well, but it's kind of interesting, and even some little bit of greebling here. And the back end too, it still has the vent ports, but it doesn't have that messy looking Technic on the back end like the other ones did. So they changed that up. And of course, the parts usage and everything changed up over the years as well. Even though this one's not all that much older than this one, um, they still turn around and went a different route, which is nice because it cleans up that back end and it looks way, way better. And it even kind of condensed it down so the head out from the back end looks a little smaller, perhaps. And not really a fan of Technic overall, anyhow. My biggest complaint, though, I'd have to say is if you look at the original one, look at how covered up these legs are. They're nice and covered up. You don't really see the Technic stuff. Each one does have these joints to make it look more mechanical, and it kind of works. But and you can see Technic like right in here. But and then of course on this one they covered it up with these wooden pieces that they were using to rebuild the Mandalorian junkified AT-AT, if you will, which but yet you're on a snow planet and you have all this internal legs and stuff just uncovered. You'd think the snow would get in there and mess up these legs and possibly even mess up some of the gears and stuff. So you would think these would be covered. Just saying. Now, you could possibly add. I think there's a couple empty spots. You could probably add a couple little Technic studs in there and then just put some plates over top to cover those up if that bothers you, because it bothers me a little bit. And that's another thing too, is like the last two AT-ATs have this weird reverse anti-stud plate here, which I think this or this looks better in my opinion. So that might be another thing I would think to change up, is instead take some of these dishes and put them there, perhaps. However, because this one's using a Technic pin with the cross, that won't work on that spot, unfortunately. So, few little oddball complaints. Like each one has its strengths and weaknesses, in my opinion, as far as all that goes. Also, I do kind of like the interesting build where they use these pieces on the Mandalorian version. Now, I like the look of the OG AT-AT. Like overall, I think it's one of the stronger looking builds for some parts of it. The things I would consider changing on this version would be I would add the longer snouts for the weapons, and I would consider doing the back end so I'm not looking at all that Technic crap. Like this one looks nice, but if you look at the difference between the heads, now this one's got a larger head, larger head. So both of these are very similar, but look at this one. It's very smaller. It's a bit smaller. So the back end build works for this one where it won't work for these ones. So that's another thing. So this is definitely a bit smaller. Now, height wise, they're all approximately the same height, but this head is definitely looks smaller somehow. Um, especially in the face part and especially from the back end. Now, along the sides, yeah, this is definitely bigger than that one. And this one is about the same size as this one. So, yeah. Also, it's nice to note too is like you got this little wire kind of hanging down, and then on the Mandalorian version's a lot of fun because there's a lot of little oddball details put into it. See, there's another wire just kind of hanging there. I love the use of all these different colors because you got the dark gray, the light gray, the red, the brown, and it definitely looks like a junkyard AT-AT, and I think that is so cool. Um, like as soon as this came out, like I ran out, I had to get it because I thought it was so interesting. My only complaint, like any other sets, is the huge use of stickers here too. That's another thing I would probably consider doing is um, do these feet for the OG one just to uh, just to make it. I think these feet look a lot better, but you know, it's just a matter of taste, I guess. But regardless, I like all three of these, individually, and it's just kind of cool seeing the difference between all three of these ATATs. There are some similarities, but each one is different in their own right. And so I thought this would be a fun video to do. I thought, some of you guys, may or may not, maybe you have these and you didn't really pay attention to these even, the differences and stuff. And I just thought it'd be a fun video to do to compare all three of these AT-ATs, seeing that this is my third AT-AT. So, and like I said, each one is definitely different than the other. So, well, if you like videos like this, I would say that please like and subscribe. Trying to get to 100 subscriptions by winter. If you're already subscribed, please hit that bell for future notifications on future videos. I got all kinds of videos planned. I've in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff. I need to try to focus and turn around and work on some stuff because my attention is divided but between multiple projects, and I need to buckle down on one at a time just so I can get them done. But at any rate, I don't want to babble too much now. So this is Bricks on a Budget uh, telling y'all thank you so much for watching and get built, guys. Thanks. Bye.